We tried to tell the student council, and we tried to tell the government that we did not want a garbage dump near our homes. We told them that we needed police services and building permits. We did not have the proper lighting, and we needed good running water. I mean, do you know what it's like to live in a city where they are building all these things around you, and your own people can't benefit from the jobs? Do you know, by the year 1849, we had a church, girl. A church! We were a strong black community who was God-fearing and God-serving. But to the government, we were not. They treated us like the dirt they dumped beside us.
Is there anything that can be done? I mean, can I help somehow?
You don't see it, do you, girl? They are helping. This is their version of help. They are moving us out whether we want to or not, moving us into housing in the city. City's got some big words, though. Words like urban renewal, promising us welfare, and educational and rehabilitative opportunities. What does that all mean? I'll tell you what it means. Not a darn thing to me. This place is my home. Oh, and get this. They even got representatives coming up in here. Caretakers, they call them. Even have black people working as caretakers. Black and white people working together for Africville, but wasn't none of them from here. They don't care about us. Next thing you know, they got big old bulldozers bulldozing our homes. I mean, what the pluck?
Did the city offer any kind of compensation for this so-called relocation, as the city said?
We were compensated all right. We got to understand what racism really is. I was compensated $300. Now tell me, what's that supposed to get me? I don't know where my child is. He's out running wild in that city they tried to educate us in. There is nothing that can compensate for taking my home away from me. Nothing.
This is killing me inside. If only the city could see this the way that I'm seeing it. If only they knew how much of a negative effect it could have on people. I mean, do you know that in the year 1968, after the city proclaimed the relocation a success and bulldozed the last home in 1970, that the city never really used the land for anything. Africville to this year 2002 is a deserted park. Oh, but I'm sorry, I forgot. The city left a monument in the shape of a sundial with the names of early black settlers on it. Do you know how many African Canadians came from Africville? Let me break it down for you.
Portia White.
Portia White was an internationally acclaimed singer. One of her greatest accomplishments was singing for Queen Elizabeth in 1964.
William Hall. William Hall was a descendant of an African-American slave who fled the United States during the Great War of 1812. He was the first African-Canadian to receive the highest award of heroism, the Victoria Cross, for helping to save a fleet of naval officers during the Crimean War. And we can't forget the Africville Brown Bombers.
The Africville Brown Bombers was a popular team in the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes. The business largely run out of Africville and drew large crowds from the CHL in its founding of 1895 until it closed in 1930.
George Dixon.
George Dixon was a world championship boxer. George invented shadow boxing as a way of training.
And did you hear about Duke Ellington? Duke Ellington wasn't from Africville, but his father-in-law was, and he used to go to visit all the time. And finally, there was Rose Fortune.
Rose Fortune was the daughter of a black loyalist who came to Nova Scotia in 1783. She became the first ever policewoman in Canada.
It makes me sad to relive some of my history. It makes me sad to hear how some things were, but I can look from my past and just move on and make sure nothing else occurs. When I read about my history, it makes me sad to hear how things went down, but I can hold my head up and be strong and try to smile, but some things make me frown. The past may be bleak, but the future is bright. The past may be bleak, but I can still make things right. When I read about my history and the stories
newspaper, thinking about my community actually, and how much my family means to me, and yeah, I'm reflective, I guess. No? No, when did that happen? No, I haven't been watching TV today at all.